What's good, YouTube? It's Sos. Money is thing, you know the vibes. We back with another reaction. My son Haas, you feel me? About to speak on Terrence Howard, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, if I don't know if y'all seen the clip, but Terrence, you know what I'm saying? He been in mad movies, phenomenal actor, you feel me? And he just shared his little thoughts and opinions on the whole Diddy situation, you know what I'm saying? So before I press play on this video though, subscribe to my channel, you heard. Put your chest in it. Know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, turn your post notifications so y'all can get notified every time I drop a video. You feel me? So let's get right into it real quick.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes. Super violate that like button. Terrence Howard. He said a lot about Diddy, but he left a lot of question marks when it comes to this interview.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is going to disappear the first item you point at for just $89.
You lose your man card. That's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it. A man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card no matter what.
Yo, that's a crazy way to describe it. He said once you get fluid, there's no coming back from that, gang. No coming back from that, gang.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggle, you see people struggle.
He's speechless. He was like, yo, man, that's deep. That's deep, brother. I don't even know what to say.
You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did,
like
no
crazy.
matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card.
Matter.
You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here is men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity when you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was it?
Hell yeah. I mean,
said no.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material?
Mind you, I'm not gonna hold you. I've seen this clip already. I'm talking about that. But it's just like, bro, just like, yo, he's really, you could tell he's a stand-up man and he's staying on business. All right. And like he still had a successful career. You feel me? So I know a lot of these people, when they sell their soul, their integrity for $1, for fame and everything, and then they see other people that didn't have to do the things that they had to do to get where they at, I know it really messes them up. I know it. It's like, damn, like I had to really give up. I had to give up. They had to give up their body, and then they standing next to another person that probably got further than them with their career, and literally just got it off of getting it out the mud and straight talent. And it probably messes with their mind. You feel me? Like, it's
You want
crazy.
to work on it, just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music, so I'll come over there and play the music. And you're sitting there, just looking at
He
me.
said
like,
Diddy
waiting.
wanted him to
Okay.
act.
So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week.
Diddy cannot act. What you need Terrence Howard to come and give you some pointers? Like, nobody's like, bro, you probably been in a few movies from a couple seconds, couple minutes, and that's that. Nobody wants to see Diddy act. And you telling Terrence you want him to coach you?
Sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting.
Looking at him like he was a piece of cake or something.
Will you help me? I want to hear your music, so I'll come over there and play the
Let's
music.
go back, because I was chatting. Let's go back.
There, and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just
hold on, let's go back.
I mean, Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there, and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music, so I'll come over there and play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you notice to be hands off at somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off, or talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things as a guy.
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? He said it's a difference between when a man walk in the room than when a boy walk in the room. Come on now. And he probably felt the energy like, yo, nah, this dude is not giving it up. He's not giving it up. No, but I'm not getting none from him. That's probably Diddy with Diddy, man. I'm not getting nothing from him. He just won't give in. Diddy is some nasty work, bro.
So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing. And I've lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
Right.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast.
Shall we begin?
He said, I have no idea we was going this route. I bet you didn't. He's like, damn. Diddy going, I'm gonna get a call from Diddy later because of this interview.
Certain things in this conversation,
yeah,
it troubles me.
Crazy.
When Terrence Howard say, you gave up your man card. Justin Bieber was a child. He wasn't old enough to give up his man card. He was a boy. Just like with Africa Bambaataa with me.
Wait, but I'm missing something. Did he name drop Justin Bieber? This is like a whole bunch of people in the industry that he could be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Like, I didn't watch the whole interview, but did he name drop Justin Bieber?
I was a boy. You ain't old enough to give up your man card, and that's the difference between the white man's justice and the black man's grief. That white man's court system does not play. When it comes to the law, they will lock you up. Second, Terrence Howard is one of the smartest dudes that we've come across on this internet. Celebrities. Very, very intelligent. What's weird to me, that's rubbing me the wrong way, is that he's telling
what
us
he say though? What?
That he's been in Diddy's presence.
Okay.
And he's sitting there. And Diddy's sitting there. But Diddy's not saying nothing. He's looking. Diddy's looking. He's looking. Nothing happened. So you're telling me you left Diddy and you was confused to why you was even around him. When it comes to a predator, a sexual deviant, what people claim Diddy to be, right? See, I'll give you an example. When you're in the presence of an Africa Bambaataa,
okay,
he's not going to confuse you. You're going to absolutely feel the presence of somebody that's inviting you to a lifestyle that you are not a part of, especially when you're grown. Little boys be confused, like, what's going on here? What is this dude doing? Then they you gradually see at the last moment, like, this is the boogeyman. But you telling me that you was in Diddy's presence and somebody else had to tell you, well, maybe Diddy is trying to get your milk and cookies. You didn't see it for yourself. You didn't feel like coming from his personality, his characteristics. See, in the court of a law, when you go to court, like when Cassie goes to court and the rest of the witnesses go to court, there's going to be a jury. And the district attorney is going to pick the sharpest mind that they can find in that jury. And Diddy is going to pick the sharpest mind that he can corrupt in that jury. You are innocent until proven guilty. Diddy is innocent until proven guilty, even though everything about him smells guilty.
Okay, well,
I failed.
all right. So I'm a little confused on this video, Hassan. Like, what did he say wrong? Because it seemed like is he mad at what he said, or I'm confused right now.
I'm not going to say that I don't believe in Terrence Howard and what he has to say. I say I question the military mind games that's going on this internet. Because 1 minute, Diddy can look like a savage. And then at the end of this trial, he might look like a hero. And that would be a big score for all the predators out there. Because evil wants to come out and play. Evil is tired of hiding. They show you in their movies. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Friday the 13th.
For this right now.
Jason, what do? He goes to Camp Crystal Lake.
So
and he kills the team.
Okay, so what did he say wrong? He just spoke. I feel like, okay, I just feel like Terrence Howard just gave his testimony on what happened with him and Diddy. You feel me? Diddy was looking at him all sweet, and he wasn't with that. You know what I mean? Diddy asked him if he wanted to help him be an acting coach. That's why he came. He asked him. He said he asked him for weeks, and he's like, "All right, finally, I'm gonna give in. I'm gonna go give him some pointers." When he got there to coach him, Diddy was just looking at him like he was a girl, and he wasn't with that. You feel me? But yeah, like, I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, I guess Haas is talking about like, yo, you should already known. Like he said, you should already known what type of time Diddy was on. But I don't know. Maybe he really thought Diddy wanted to work with him. You know what I mean? I don't know. You feel me? Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Teenagers. Freddy Krueger. What does he do? He made a living off of harming children. The parents got together. They set him on fire. Bro. And then he turns into this eternal creature that it's teenagers in their sleep. Michael Myers. What does he do? Wakes up one day and decides to hunt all his teenage friends as an adult, forever chasing teenagers. Evil is tired of hiding. It wants to come out and play.
Yeah, Haas is something else. He's something else, all right? But now, you know what Terrence was saying? I feel like, you know, he was just telling how he, like, what happened with him. You feel me? But what y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this video. Before y'all head out, though, subscribe to my channel. You heard? Put your chest in it. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, turn your post notifications. Y'all can get notified every time I drop a video. And I'll see y'all in the comment section. Let's get it.